Hey, Miss Lindsay.
Hi.
I want to begin with asking you a few questions. First of all, what are morals and ethics?
Morals and ethics are your individual idea of what is right and what is wrong. It's how you live your life.
Wrong.
If your individual idea differs from somebody else's individual idea, which one is more right?
Neither or both. I believe that there is no set idea of what is right and wrong, and that morals and ethics differ based on how you are raised and your environment in which you were raised and who you are and the situations you've encountered and even what's going on right then in your daily life. And so you can judge someone based upon your own morals and ethics and what their actions are and what they did. But ultimately, if they feel good about their own actions and don't have a guilty conscience, then I don't really believe that they did any wrong. And I think that the most important part of that whole thing is just sitting there and having a conversation with someone and saying, hey, why did you do this? And even if you don't find a common ground and come to a certain conclusion, I think that at the end of the day, it's still a good, worthwhile conversation, and everyone is in their own right. I don't know. A good person, I guess.
Thank you.
A moral person.
Hello, Miss Sylvia.
Hello there.
How do you find art?
You look under rocks. Excuse me. I just had to say that. You find art in all of the creative processes, and in my view, that's where we find truth.
What do you think can be expressed through art?
I think that how we feel, our desires, our opinions about the world, and our system of ethics, our systems of beliefs. To me, the fine arts offer an opportunity to express every deep level of being a human.
One last question. Is art necessary?
To me, it is, and I believe very firmly that any government should support the arts in an enormous way, because I think that it's where we get truth. So that's why I feel it's so important.
A romantic. Thank you, Miss Sylvia.
Anytime.
Hey, Mr. Peterson. How do you define art?
Art is the creation of one's mental concepts into a form that can be seen by others. It's a creative process of taking an image that you visually, mentally can see in your own mind and being able to somehow display that to other people through whatever medium, whatever way, whatever source that you do that through. You can take this concept that's running through your mind and you're able to, like I said, to express it through whatever way you that's what art is.
Do you think the artist necessarily does the art to display it to another person, or are there other uses for art?
I think that art is done for for that creative person to release to whatever it is, so that they can take it and visually put it to something. I don't think any artist rarely gets into art or starts creating art necessarily for other people. Initially it's for them, for their release, to get whatever it is they need to get out of it. And then it can become something that they produce for other people because other people want their art. So they keep on going, oh, I can do this for other people. But I think initially, and for a good artist who really is creative, really, it's all about what they want, what is art is for them, what their creation needs to be for them. And then if other people have to accept that. I don't think you can create things just because you're told to create them. And it's still art, but I don't think that's why artists are artists. I think that's a way they make money, but it's not why they're artists.
Do you think art is necessary?
Yes. Art is definitely necessary. We need people who can create in this world. We need every type of art there is, because it's a release for those people, and for people who it's a release for people who you take what the artist created. That piece of art can be a release for them to see it, to have it, to be around it, to be part of it. So yeah, art is definitely necessary. It's a necessary side of our culture and our society, and it keeps society, one of the gears that keeps our society running properly.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Hey guys. Today I'll be asking you some questions on the topic of freedom. What is freedom?
When people can run around and they have no restraint, like constraints or something holding them back.
Mr. Dr. Dana, what is your definition of freedom?
Freedom is. This is tough. Is it the lack of restriction, or is it the ability to do what you want? I don't know. Let me think about it.
Well, you said that it is somewhat the lack of restrictions, right?
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, are you free?
Am I free?
Yes.
No.
What about on Friday afternoons? Are you free? Can you run around and do what you want?
Kinda.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Dr. Dana, are you free?
I'm definitely not free. I'm married. You can make that into a video. I'm not free. I'm married.
Here, sit down one more time.
What? You can't add. Now you're staging it. I'm not free. I'm married.
What doesn't make you free?
My wife.
You realize this is for her class.
Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do.
Okay. Hey, Miss Jody.
Hey, Christian.
I would like to ask you, what is consciousness?
Ooh, that's a big question.
That is.
I would say that it's a level of awareness that one possesses as they make their way through this life.
And is consciousness the same as subconsciousness and unconsciousness? Because you are still alive when you're unconscious, but you don't really know what is happening.
I would say it's a like subcategory of consciousness. It's all about the mind and what you're experiencing.
So you do yoga, right?
Yes.
And I've read that yoga can be kind of spiritual at
Very
points.
Spiritual. If you choose.
If you choose to be. Have you had any experiences like that where you just maybe tap into a higher level of thinking or a higher consciousness?
Personally, I wouldn't say a higher level of consciousness, but at a level at which you just you're able to detach your own personal feelings and emotions towards something and view it through a more
Like a third person
an unfiltered
standpoint.
lens. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
What is consciousness?
Art. Freedom.
Morals and ethics.